Okay, so what you see here is the front end of my website. And what I'm going to do here in a minute is show you the back end. The purpose of this video is to show you the process behind getting data into a MySQL database and allowing access to that database from outside. So one of the things that we know about databases is when you're using Microsoft Access, for instance, it's localized. So you don't have the ability to have other people access that database from outside. So what we do with MySQL is we provide a back end to an online database. Well, the problem with that is that you've got to be an administrator, or you've got to have access to the back end in order to use that database and work with it. So what I'm going to show is one option of how to make the database in the back end and provide access to it through WordPress. Well, as we know, WordPress is a MySQL database in and of itself. So this is a fairly robust way to provide access to databases, and so I'm going to show you this. If we go to edit page, well, actually I'm just going to go into the dashboard here and I'll show you from here. Okay, so we're in the back end, and as you can see, this is the back end of a WordPress website. So we have several different things available to us, and one of the plugins that I have installed recently is something called Edit Any Table, and you can see that plugin right here. Well, if we go back the option right here. If we go here, you'll notice that you have the ability to basically connect to any table. Now, this doesn't look familiar because the way that we would normally go about this is by going in here to phpMyAdmin. Now, the particular table that I'm going to show you is this one here. It's basically a list of attorneys that we've pulled out of the Texas Bar website. So we're going after expert witness testimony work for an attorney. And so what I've done is I've developed this table. You can see the structure of the table there. And, you know, it's just a table in a database, just like any other Microsoft Access database or anything else. But the difficulty comes in that you don't want people that are working with the database into this back end. They'd mess it all up. So what we're going to do is we're going to provide front end access from within WordPress. So we've done that here. We've put in the table criteria and so forth, and you see that we are allowing editors, users known as editors in the back end, to edit this particular database. Now we can restrict access. It can get more detailed than this. These are not all of the options here that you can possibly have. Of course, this is a very rudimentary view. But I'm doing this because I want to show you kind of the process behind it. So to get a visual of how this would work, you might go here to Dashboard, Edit Any Table. And the reason is because I've chosen to show this table as a separate item on the dashboard. So if we go to Edit Any Table, and we choose which table to open, we're going to open the lawyers table. Now you can see that we've got a form that we can use to search for any of the lawyers that we're trying to find. So we'll go after the letter A and we'll say use fuzzy logic. We'll go to find, and now we have found and can edit any of those fields based on our search. So it provides a really nice little front end access point. So at any rate, that's all the complexity I kind of want to give you here in this video. I just basically want to show that you can provide access to a MySQL database from inside WordPress. And the neat thing about WordPress is that you can restrict access to various pages as well, so that the person requires a password before they can even enter that particular page. And you can do this on a page by page, item by item basis. You've got a whole lot of flexibility in WordPress, and you don't have to give people direct access to your database if you want them to work on something. Okay, so that's it for this video.